Today I have a very, very, very special guest to my heart. It's one of instructors here at TeachMeCode, Marwa. Marwa, I want you to introduce yourself, to give me your, what's your background, what are you doing here at TeachMeCode, what's your role, and then we will start digging a little bit deeper.
Okay, so hi everyone, it's Marwa, and basically I'm Iraqi. I'm the only Iraqi in the team.
Yes.
And I'm a developer, front-end developer. Basically, I have came from an IT background. I have graduated as a network engineering from Network Engineering College, and right away after that, I got an internship. Then I started in the field. That was my first role as a front-end developer. Then I worked as a coding lecturer at college, and it was like, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm jumping from being teacher to a developer.
And then from...
So yeah, overall, it ended up me here as a front-end instructor at TeachMeCode.
So tell me, please, how do you feel yourself here at TeachMeCode? Do you feel yourself more as a developer or more as an instructor?
I'm doing it. I'm doing both at the same time.
Is it overwhelming? Like in a sense that, you know, like you have to constantly switch your mind from this to this, because our focus is to make sure that our instructors are real-time developers at the same time.
Yeah.
So, okay, we brag about it, like we have instructors like that, but how do instructors feel about it?
I like it. Personally, I really like teaching, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to spend my entire life being a teacher. I want to develop, I want to create. And with my student, I'm doing
so
I'm
it's like
teaching.
A perfect combination
yeah, exactly,
for you.
exactly. And I have participated in TeachMeCode platform.
Yes.
I've been lately fixing some bugs, and it's been amazing. I like it. Like TeachMeCode give me the opportunity to be a developer and teacher at the same time.
So you can basically combine your hobby with your passion.
Exactly, and
you know?
keep growing. Well,
yeah.
As long as you're coding, that means you are growing, and you have something to offer to your students.
Now tell me, Marwa, why did you choose to become a developer? I mean, how common this profession for a woman in Iraq?
It's not. It's not
it's
so
not,
common.
Right? It's like a more of a man's
challenging.
world.
Yeah, exactly. It's challenging to be a woman in tech. According to my experience, being a woman is like always like you would be the last person.
Rules.
Yeah, we'll given a hard task, let's say, or a challenging. You will always be, let's say,
she's weak.
Yeah,
she might not. Maybe
exactly.
It's too much.
They will make this assumption right away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are not basically. You are not evaluated based on your actual skills and ability, but only based on the fact that you're, let's say, you're a woman, you're weak, you're pretty. You know, like let's not add.
And this is not helping because you're not giving.
How does it affect your personality? Does it make you like want to prove that I can do it? Or you're like you accept it as a fact,
it's challenging. It gives you that motivation to go like beyond expectation, but it's hard at the same time. Like you start doubting yourself. Why I'm not even? Why no one give me a chance even to show my skills? So it's hard. But the first thing that you need to do is to adapt. Okay, just accept it. This is the reality, so that will save time of drama and giving, waste your time and focus what you are able to share and to give, basically.
Tell me, please, was it something you knew you want to do all your life as a kid, or like were you like dreaming to become, I don't know, a doctor, an artist, let's say, or like a school teacher, like something? What did you have a different dreams, and then somehow it all fell in place in a way that you became a front-end developer? Like how did you reach to this point?
Back to the days when I was a kid, I liked telling stories. I used to, tell a story that does not exist. Coming from school, come up with a story that didn't happen at school, but I was like telling my brothers that this is something like, you know what just happened, and I was like, it's mostly lies. Like it's
You were just
as
very,
like
you
telling
had a
story.
very like
Telling a
the
story.
imagination, strong imagination.
Exactly.
Yes.
And teaching is something similar or close to it. So I like to see people listening to me. Okay, well, I'm telling something, and I like to see them like excited. So, and yeah, at that day when I graduate, I didn't have any idea, to be honest, where to go, and I got accepted in IT college. It was interesting. Okay, I didn't like any other boring job at that time, like as a college, as a study. All the options seems like boring
to you.
Yeah, and this is new. I have no idea what I'm gonna learn and what's
It's
the
exciting,
options. Yeah.
right?
So I go with it, and eventually I like it. I like the fact that you are creating something from totally scratch.
Yeah.
This is the difference between front end and back end. What's basically make me choose front end, let's say, because with front end it's easy. I have just shared this with the guys. It's easy. It's easy to see your efforts, your work, tangible results. So
yeah,
fast.
you see it immediately,
Yeah,
right?
immediately. With the back end,
Yes.
like you
have to wait until you finish.
Yeah, it's a long story, and you need somewhere else to do some part of
you
your
don't
job.
have a patience for that.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You want to like immediately see what you have done.
Everyone have been there. I want to see something. I want to see the result, a tangible result, and I want it fast. Okay, so I can grow with it. I can show up. Let's say.
Marwa, how did your family accept the fact that you want to become a developer?
Well, they like it. They don't. They are proud of me, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they were supportive from the beginning?
Yeah, exactly. They were.
Very nice.
But I have very traditional family. My brother, like the dream of his life, I would like to get master, get married, and that's it. But
I think all our parents, like from the minute you opened your eyes to this world, you already have your whole life story written down for you, up to the name of your kids.
Exactly. And if you spend your life studying, if you spend your life, that would be the best thing that you're ever doing.
Of course, what can be better than a very well-educated woman who is sitting at home?
They never care, like my father, he never care about me working.
Why do you need?
Master.
Are you hungry?
I don't know.
You know that.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. This is the question. Like, as long as you are eating, it's like what you want more.
Why you want more?
Well, yeah, what work will give you nothing basically. Continue your study. That would be the best future for you. But no, personally, I would never like go further.
Can you blame them? This is our parents.
I might have the same.
Everything from a place of love, you know?
For my kids. So
now tell me, you are here in Dubai in our podcast studio as an instructor, front-end developer. And just for you to know, I know that your students are like, they love coming to your classes, attending your classes. And like the results that we're observing are pretty much like insane. Like they're doing very good. So tell me, how does your family react to this? I want to know.
They love it.
They love it?
Yeah, they didn't think that I would do such a thing. Like, they know me, but the thing that I'm doing is beyond expectation. They are always saying that they are proud, and they didn't know that I'm able to like do such a thing. I believe because I have passion to storytelling, telling people about the thing that I know. It's been something that I really enjoy doing it since I was a kid.
Do you think that this passion is connected to something, like this passion to share the knowledge, this passion to pass the information, this passion for... I would say that for a teacher, I believe that when you share, like the best validation you can get in life and the best accomplishment in terms of, you know, the accomplishment and the feelings of success in front of yourself. I believe it's one of the moments is when you pass the knowledge, when you teach someone and you see the result of that person. Where does this passion to teach, to pass the knowledge comes from?
Actually, personally, I believe that teaching has a higher value comparing to being a developer because you're passing this knowledge to someone and he could do something different from you. He could bring a different result to the world. So this is amazing. You are participating.
You don't know what type of abilities it
exactly.
will unlock.
He could do something more important than what I have done, which is amazing. Like that's why I see it as a higher value than being a developer. I could be a developer for 10 years, and I will work on the same project, okay, but I might not do the same thing that this junior developer or this student will do when he grow up. So this is the amazing thing. You are participating in this.
In building someone's career,
Exactly.
in building someone's
Exactly.
life, the future, like directing them into the, right? This is the most exciting part for you as an instructor. Tell me, please, I want to know more about how did you decide to become a developer? What was the reaction of your family? What was the reaction of the society, of the community around you? Because again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that in Iraq, like you have a very strong traditions and you have a conservative culture, which is very much, how can I tell you, like takes its baseline, like it's very religious, it's very conservative, it's a very beautiful tradition, it's a beautiful culture, but at the same time, having a conservative culture sometimes can limit your opportunities, your possibilities in life. Tell me, did it somehow challenge you? Did it somehow affect you? Like, I want to hear the story.
Yeah.
How did a
For
Iraqi
sure.
Arab woman ended up being a developer and sitting right now in front of me in Dubai and Teach Me Code as one of our leading instructors?
Well, for sure, it's challenging. Yeah. I mean, I've been in this field for like few years, and I haven't seen that much role models in front of me. So it was like, am I doing this alone?
Yeah, there was no one to look up.
Yeah, exactly.
For, right?
And it was really, it's uncommon to see women in tech. So during my, like, the years that I have worked, I have seen a few. Maybe there is the last company, I was the only woman in the company.
You were the only woman in the
it was a
company
startup.
in general?
Yeah, it was a startup.
Okay,
Like, let's start with this. And basically, we were about 15.
Yes.
And I was the only woman, you know? It was weird. Most of my experience as a web developer was like this. It's either me or another woman.
Do you think that you have been treated equally based on your skills, based on your abilities, based on your, how can I tell you, the ambitions, same as other employees within the same team, the fact that you were a woman?
No, of course. No one will assume that I have the same skill as my male colleague.
Yeah.
Because as a woman, you already have, like, you
have to prove yourself more, right?
Yeah, of course. You have to, like, spend double the effort to look as equal as your male colleague, which is something that's, especially for someone who just starting.
Like, correct.
Like
it might be
yeah.
like a deal breaker at some point, you know?
The last thing that you need at that point is that to have a boss who assume that you are less or you are not qualified enough comparing to other colleagues that I have the same experience, you know? There is nothing to, like, from where you came up with this assumption. So that's why.
So from what I understood is, like, so far till now, for example, in Iraq, still it's a very fresh industry for a woman to join IT, correct? Like, it's not considered very woman-friendly industry.
Yeah, all the role models currently are young.
Yes.
They don't
like
have
new women in IT.
Exactly. And at least the new generation will have role models.
But tell me, Marwa, what do you think motivates women in your country currently, for example, to strive to achieve a success in IT industry in particularly? Is it because, for example, it was like very challenging for women to enter this industry and this motivates them more, like why we want to break these barriers? Or what might be the push? Maybe it's like all this technology evolving around us and they want to keep up with it. What do you think is the force behind it?
Well, of course, I cannot speak on behalf of all the women, but for
like
myself,
your particular
I would say because my country is a great country. Like, I mean, before Iraq,
the center of culture for Middle East.
The whole planet has
Correct.
no culture before us. So
I
we were
agree
the
with
first
you.
human who write.
I agree
We
with
were
you,
the
yes.
first human to explore astronomy, math, like search for Google, like say who
Iraq
introduced
in
math
general
to world.
presented a lot of talents to this world.
Such a country,
I agree
such a
with
rich
you.
country,
Yes.
filled with knowledge, technology. I mean, we have a really long history to be proud of, and we have been a really through, let's say,
Rough times.
yeah, and it's during that time, women has faced a lot of struggles.
Yeah.
They are not
Yeah.
like they are not empowered as now. So it's easy for us to look like backward and to see our history and just to be as
To
it
bring
is.
the change
Yeah,
on the table
exactly,
as a
yeah.
woman to fight for
Because
the
yeah,
rights
it's
of
not
Iraq
something
again.
new for Iraqis.
Yes.
So that's why you get motivated because of your history, because of your fact as an Iraqi.
Basically, one of the main motivations for you, and let's say that again, we will not be like saying that every person thinks the same, but let's say the majorities are like-minded as you, that when you look back at your history and you see that how much your people have
Exactly.
achieved in the past, you feel ashamed of
Yeah.
not continuing
Exactly.
that, right? Not
feel,
inheriting
and feel
the
proud
same.
at the same because we have these genes.
Yes, you
we
do.
are these people.
You've done it once.
Yeah, we can do more.
Exactly. That's great. That's great. That says a lot about you. And I think that if if there is more people like you in Iraq, like very soon you guys
Thank
are
you.
going to shine up again.
It is already.
And
It is already.
I honestly speaking, I completely agree with you. That country had so much to offer, and it's like so unfair. I feel like it has a very strong potential to shine back again. And I hope it's gonna happen very soon.
Thank
And
you.
we will all witness that.
Sure.
Tell me, Marwa, is it your first time to work somewhere outside of your country? Is it your first
Yes.
experience of relocating?
It is.
Really?
It is.
Tell me
before
about it.
Before I joined, I was already prepared to go to the north of Iraq.
Okay.
So everything was planned. Although my dad was like totally against this. He said like you can't go to the north. It's so far away. If I want to visit you, like I need to spend 6 hours and all this. And here I come. I'm in Dubai. It's another
either
level.
that or Dubai. Yeah.
No, he was saying like, okay, go to Baghdad. It's
like more
it's
better
more
for
close
you.
than the north. And here I am in Dubai. It was something really unplanned. Like I was
How did it
preparing.
go? How did you
It
feel when you
was-
received the call? Because again, it's a next step, in life. It's a not small step. It's not like you are, I don't know, changing like rooms, from
Yeah,
one room
exactly.
you enter. You just completely changed your whole life. Like how? Tell me, like
It
what
was
did you
hard.
feel?
It was definitely
How
hard.
challenging was for you to make a decision? Were you ready? What challenges you faced when you came first here?
A lot. Sometimes I felt like, oh my God, this is a culture shock. What they
Yes,
can call it.
I can imagine. Yes.
Yeah. Especially the background that I have came from is like a conservative traditional. So like you feel like, oh my God, this is so much out of my comfort zone. Am I able to adapt? Yeah. And thing by thing is find yourself adapting. It's like you just
What
need
adapting?
To, yes.
Marwa, I can tell you from my side that what you've been with us for over like 7 months now, right?
Almost 6, yeah.
Yes, okay. And look, I remember when you just came, you were so lost.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
were so anxious. You were so like, you didn't know whether you're at the
What's
right
next?
place.
Yeah,
You
what
weren't
I'm gonna
sure
face
if it's
next.
going to work out. You had so much doubt. You were hiding from everyone. Like you created yourself
Yeah,
a small
my own
bubble.
bubble
Yes,
and
and
live
you
with
were
it.
sitting there like from time to time you will like look out and then like no, I can't do it. Yes, and then I remember there was this breaking point. I don't know. I'd like to say that breaking point was that when we had this, me and you, like we had this very intensive conversation, and Marwa, I don't know
After
what
that?
was the force behind it, but you have completely like you showed the strength that I was not expecting to see. like you stepped out not only for yourself but for all the women. You became a voice of all the women. You started not breaking stereotypes. Like every single day you prove something, and I'm so proud of you. And I hope you see that as well. And I constantly keep on telling you the same because it makes me proud to see women like this. I love strong, powerful, determined women. I love women that are changing the world, that are making the history. And trust me, you have the full potential to be one of them.
Thank you so much.
Like please, like seriously, very good. I want you to look out and to address a message. I want you to tell me, why do you think IT is very important? Why do you think that learning new skills nowadays is very important, especially for a woman? I want you to look back at yourself, to look at yourself now and send the message. Give an advice. If there is one advice in life you can give to all the women outside right now, what it would be?
Well, I would say continue learning. This is your weapon. My father used to say, your weapon is your basically your study, your certificate from college. But what if you just get the certificate and sit home doing nothing? Or stick with a job, with a boring job that's not adding any value, and therefore you're not adding any value to the society. So the thing is that just keep learning. As a woman, it's important to be educated in all levels, right? You must be good at your job, so you don't have to be in a position that, oh my God, you are sucks because you are a woman. No, you know that you have to be the one who break this stereotype.
Correct.
So it comes with a huge responsibility for women, and although like it's stressful sometimes, it comes with an extra burden, but it's amazing because you are challenged.
Correct.
You know, maybe the other part, let's say, is not challenging enough, so
it is very challenging.
Yeah, once you challenge, once you are being in this position where you have someone is underestimating you, so this is exactly where your potential show.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. It comes with they're saying that all the time. That how to say that? With the challenge, with the uncomfortable situation comes the growth.
Comes the opportunities
exactly.
Your way.
This is where you shine. This is where your potential will show. So it's stressful, but it's worth it.
Good things, they don't come easy at all.
Exactly.
From my side, I can add one thing. As a woman, you will be always judged. Regardless, you will be judged for the way you talk, for the way you walk, for the way you smile, for the way you react.
The thing is that it has nothing related. Yeah, it has nothing related to be an Arab or a Western woman.
No.
So it's the same challenging, the same struggles.
The more strengths you show, the more people will try to gaslight you. And please don't let anyone to dim your light. Be confident. We're smart. We're strong. And we're ambitious. We're the women of the future. We're the women that are going to build this generation, raise this generation, and we're responsible what's coming next. And really, I also agree with you on the fact that every woman needs to focus on being educated. Education does not necessarily mean that you need to have a certain diploma, certain degree.
Exactly.
You have to be aware. You have to know what's going on. You have to be aware of your surrounding, of the place at least that you are living in. You have to know your right. You have to know your abilities, your possibilities. Only then you can be a qualified member of the society and add value to this society. Otherwise, what is the point? What's the purpose of life if you have no goal, you don't have a dream, you don't have the strive energy for success?
Exactly. I do believe that women came to life with tons of features.
Yes.
Building with us. For example, emotional intelligence. We came with it. Yeah, we came with it. We don't learn it. Yeah, exactly. On the opposite of the other people, they just learn it. Okay, with experience. But you You have a daughter.
Also comes to the fact that we
Yeah.
are prepared to be mothers, we're prepared to be wives,
Comes
so we
with this
have
innocence.
more emotions.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
correct.
Exactly. I mean, you have a daughter, as I was saying. You already noticed that she's. You didn't teach her to empathize with the others.
No.
She do it by herself. She always thinking about the society. I remember the story you tell that she was saying, "What if people buy all the food in the supermarket? How about the
Yes.
other people?" So we.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes. My
we
daughter,
care.
she's very worried about it. She told me last time, she's like, Mama, are we rich? I was like, what? I'm like, no, Lisa. She's like, oh, thanks to God. I'm like, why? She's like, because if if there is a certain group of people that are rich, that means there is a group of people that don't have money to eat. And she's like, and I don't want this. She's like, I want everyone to be equal. I want everyone to be happy. Yes, she comes already with an empathy, this like little unformed woman so far.
Such an important feature. It's more important than being the most smartest person in the world. Yeah, it's like a leadership skill. You care about the others. Yeah. See how cool we are.
I know, right? I love women.
We are love being a woman.
I love being a woman. Exactly, exactly. The combination of all of this is what makes a strong woman.
Exactly.
Very nice. Marwa, what do you think? TeachMeCode, does it have a solution to offer for all the women out there that don't know what to start with? How do you think we can affect or we can, in certain point, change their life?
Well, I was saying that to the guys before we came here. Being a student at TeachMeCode is like this is the best place to start with, because the whole thing is like flexible to you. It's like, it's okay, we have about 20% in the class. 10,
yes.
But it can be one-to-one session. Okay,
everyone gets a unique approach, one-to-one.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm continuously asking the student about their feedback. Do you think that the mission are, for example, in the course, help you to level up, or do you want me to change it? You know, the fact that the curriculum or the mission itself is being changed according to the student needs, it's amazing. I haven't never seen that before. I always ask the student, do you have in mind a project that you always dream about to create? I can do that with you. I can be your team member and start doing it. This is the best thing that's
exactly. In a sense that, yes, for example, the curriculum has been designed by an instructor, right?
Yeah.
You are designing curriculum based on your skills, on your ability, and let's say on your how can I tell you, speed of understanding the new topics, correct? But this might not be applicable to someone else, you know? Exactly. Maybe someone takes more time, or maybe someone needs a different approach. So yes, we are adjusting the curriculum as per the understanding level of the students. And yes, we do add an extra classes if it's required to because as you said, our aim is not just to provide the certificates and just mark that we have this many students more graduated from us. Our aim is to raise talents,
and treat them as unique individuals, right? And hear from them. This is what I was really looking for in any course. So I make sure that this is what my student will get.
So I think that the same way as you were a good fit for TeachMeCode, TeachMeCode was a good fit for you to, how can I tell you, to be your voice.
Yeah, exactly.
To be your machine, to be your hands, to deliver this message, to deliver this knowledge, to basically link all the students with the required skills and then prepare them to the work market. Exactly. Basically, TeachMeCode was something that you always wanted to do.
Exactly, without the existing of TeachMeCode, I would never be able to have this freedom, you know? Even the fact that I'm changing the curriculum according to the student need, would not be happening in any other places. They will say, hey, you have a fixed curriculum. You cannot here.
We constantly say that our courses can change your life. because we talk about the thing that we teach you right skills, we link you with the employers, we prepare you to start earning, we prepare you to change your life, to change your career, correct? But we always forget how our lives changed when we joined TeachMeCode.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when I hear the story of everyone who is in the team, everyone has a unique stories, and somehow the TMC was for them like, how can I tell you, this like fresh air that they finally inhaled.
Exactly.
You know, and it's very fascinating, it's very motivating. I love this. I like that as you know, it unites us. We all came here for the same purpose, and we all follow the same purpose. And I think this is beautiful. And with this highly motivated team, with this much of a love and care towards what we do, I'm pretty sure that we will be raising an absolutely talented developers. And I'm pretty sure they're going to change the world.
Inshallah.
Okay, Marwa, thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed our discussion.
Me too.
You were absolutely amazing as
Thank you.
always. And we're going to have more episodes in the future because I'm pretty sure you have a lot to say.
Sure. So excited.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.